Hey guys, this is Shannon with Nearly Organic Noshing, and as you can see, we are doing a little bit of kitchen renovation. This was not something that was totally planned on. We actually did a lot of renovation about 8 years ago. Unfortunately, all installers were very bad and ended up damaging the new tops. So we are putting some new to us tops on and are going to be doing some repainting in the kitchen.
Would you say Pretty in Pink?
Who? No, it's
Hey guys, so the guys are busy at the house cutting and measuring and all that, and they did not need my help right now, so I was running some errands in town. I have to run to Tractor Supply and pick up wood shavings for the coop, which I hate doing because I get, honestly, 10 times more from a local cabinet place, but they have been out the last couple of times that I've called and checked. So I'm just going to get one bag to get me by because I really need to clean out the coop. And then I need to run into Winn-Dixie because when I checked online, they had the best prices for corned beef, and tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day. We'll see if my kitchen's back together where I can cook. If not, I'll put a crock pot on the back porch, and that'll be that. We'll have dinner on the porch. So I'm going to run in here and then run to Winn-Dixie. And then because the kitchen is all torn up and I didn't plan in advance very well, I'm just going to go ahead and pick something up for the guys to have for lunch. I don't know if I'm going to pick up subs or chicken insides or something. I'm going to check when I get to Winn-Dixie and see just what the best deals are. I'll probably do my Walmart order tomorrow. I want to see how much I spend at Winn-Dixie before I finish placing my Walmart order, because it was going to be some more stock-up items, and if I don't really need them, I just won't do them right now. So I'm going to go hit my errands and then get back to the house so that I can keep cleaning and be there to help out. I have a huge list of to-dos this weekend. Actually, let me just show you that real quick.
Okay, this is my to-do list that I had just started this morning. I have a lot of work I need to do on the front porch. I need to water plants. I need to go water my garden. I need to repot a bunch of plants. I need to repot all of my herbs. I need to fill feeders. I need to sweep the porch and clean it. I really need to mow, but our tractor mower is messed up. So up close to the house, I can do the push mower. That's no problem. But the fields, that is not happening. I'm not push mowing all the fields. Maybe I can just go borrow my dad's mower. I have to see if that is in good shape, if Jaden's worked on it. I have a ton of cardboard and yard debris I need to burn. I really need to clean my car out. My parents had loaned it, and I just want to clean it all back up again. I need to empty our enclosed trailer, which has all of our holiday stuff in it. But I need to organize my shed before I do that. I need to empty the wood trailer. I need to clean up the back porch again and put out fresh flowers. I need to work on the outside refrigerator some more. I started stripping beds and have a load of laundry going. I need to vacuum, dust, and clean the bedroom. I need to work in the pantry really bad. I still haven't been able to do my pantry overhaul. There's just not been time. And then I have a ton of laundry to do. I have been such a slacker this last week with laundry. This is the stuff I need to do in town. I need to pick up meds. I need to check the meat sale. I need to make my Walmart order. I did not bring the donations with me to drop today. I just was not going to worry about it. And then I need to go over my regular zone cleaning. I need to clean bathrooms. Just basic household cleaning has got to get done. So I'm not going to pick up too many items that need to be put away in the kitchen because I don't want to be in the guy's way. But it looked like Winn-Dixie was having a really good meat sale, and I've been wanting some beef roast really bad to put up in the freezer. So I'm going to check this stuff, running into Tractor Supply now, and then I'll zip over to Winn-Dixie and then hopefully head back to the house.
Okay, well, I made it out of Tractor Supply without spending a ton of money, which is really good. So I spent like 16 bucks. So I picked up a couple bags of the shavings and then some dog treats for the dogs. I'm running through McDonald's now because I thought I would take the guys some breakfast to see if they are hungry. Just something, a little snack. It'll be fine in the car for a few minutes while I run into Winn-Dixie. So I'm going to get this before they quit serving breakfast. Actually, I had quite a bit of time. I'm not used to being out early on a Saturday morning. That's just not my thing. But I'm going to go ahead and grab this since I'm on this end of town, then head to the other side, go hit Winn-Dixie, and head home. Okay guys, I'm back from the store and working on a haul video for you. Take a look, I'll link it in the video. Hey guys, so we are moving along with our day. Those are the old countertops. They have all the new ones test fit in there, and they're on their way to Home Depot to pick up a few things they needed. I am getting cardboard burned. I have stacks and stacks of it. We get boxes every single day delivered for the business, so I always have a million boxes that I need to get rid of. So I am getting this done, and then I'm gonna go start unloading the trailer with wood, and I can just go back and forth between burning and unloading. Okay guys, this is what I am working on unloading. About half the trailer, I guess, or a little less, is done. It all needs to be split. Chris put a solid line of the rounded ones down low, and then we're gonna stack wood and put it on top. All of the wood back here is pecan, so this is just gonna be some firewood or take to camp wood, but since we already had the space, we thought we would just go ahead and put it here for now. And we use this metal. This is just some old metal roofing, and Chris has it zip tied. It actually needs some more zip ties. Some of the zip ties have broken, but it sheds off water pretty good, and he's had it like this for years, and it works really, really well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish unloading this trailer so that it can be emptied. And then this little building right here is where I have all of my holiday decorations, and we have a lot of our party stuff, like extra chairs and stuff. So I need to get this done so that he can back the other trailer up under here, because this is where I park my car, and get that done so he can start working on that for our vacation in July, because that's going to take a little while to get everything done we want to get done. Trailer is emptied. Pile goes down around that way. I'm just gonna go and grab the tractor, back this up to our big burn pile, and get all of these wood pieces just into that pile so we'll be able to burn them and finish cleaning out this trailer. Mugsy's such a crazy dog, trying to catch bugs. Huh, Mugs? Are you a crazy dog? Oh, I see a lizard. We have them everywhere. The dogs love to chase these things. All right, everything's swept, emptied, and the chickens are so annoyed with me because I had been letting them in my garden area, but I have seedlings starting to pop up and they will destroy them. So they're just gonna have to stay on their side for now.
All right, I just dropped the forks and picked up the loader so I could bring everything back here and get the coop cleaned out. It's been a while since I've cleaned the coop. I know definitely a month or more. It's been pretty dry though, so it's not bad inside, and I change out excuse me, their nest boxes. Still battling asthma and bronchitis. It just won't go away. But I'm going to go ahead and do this. I figured that while my kitchen is torn apart and the guys are working inside, it's just better for me to handle any of the outside stuff. I can just go ahead and handle so that I'm not getting in their way or needing to troop through the kitchen or anything else. So all the outside stuff that I can get done, I will, until I need to start working on laundry, and then tomorrow I can give my kitchen a deep clean as I put everything back. All the cabinets that had to be emptied can all get scrubbed out and everything wiped down before it gets put back, because you know how it is. You move your stove out or you move your fridge out and you're like, oh wow, how did all that dirt and dust and just ick get back there? So tomorrow we'll be scrubbing and cleaning the kitchen top to bottom. So today is doing everything else. Okay, not too bad in the coop. I keep pretty thick layers of bedding in here so that I can mix it up, stir it up, and then I can take it and put it in the garden and put it on plants. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to completely empty it out and put all fresh new bedding in and go ahead and get this dumped out onto plants. Okay guys, the coop is all clean, and this is a tip that just works for me. My first layer, I do a really thick layer of bedding in the coop, way more than I need. And then they mainly poop where they roost at night. So I can get about a month almost out of one layer of bedding, because then I'll just go in and take this little short rake right here and my bucket, scoop it up under here, and rake out the strip below where they roost. And then I take the other shavings, fluff them up, move them around, stir them up, and they have fresh shavings. So that way it doesn't get all compacted down really bad right under where they're roosting, and they're not walking in it. Then they're not carrying it into their nests. The way I do their nest is I do have a layer of wood shavings, and then I do a layer of hay in the top, and then I just kind of move it around so they have like a little nest spot, and then they'll get in here and move it the way they want it. So this is all ready to go. By putting a really thick layer of shavings in the bottom also, they're not having such a hard landing, because they roost up here, and I don't want them landing on the hard floor. I want there to be padding when they jump down, because I think one of my bigger hens in the past has hurt her leg jumping down, or at least that's what we figured. She was just really big, and so we want as much padding on their little delicate bones as possible. So I'm gonna wrap this up. They want to get in here. They're always curious whenever I put new shavings and stuff in. So I'm filling up all their waters right now, and I'm getting ready to go fill their feed and then call it good out here. Hey guys, well, I am heading out to town again. Well, actually not to town. I'm heading to my parents' house. They are out of town with family, and Jaden is stuck at work. I'm having to work late. He opened this morning and he was supposed to get off at 3, but it looks like 5. So I am going to go and take care of them. Trevi was in town, but she went with a friend that has twins to help her take the twins to Jacksonville to the zoo. So she is off at the zoo today having fun. So I'm going to go run over there and take care of this so I can get back to work. Well, while I'm here, Mom and Dad's Japanese plum tree, I have a couple of them on the property, are looking awesome. So I want to experiment with preserving some of these. I'm not going to pick enough right now to do that. I need to come out with the ladder and get up there and really clear that out in the dehydrator. But I saw a bowl in there that was actually mine, that I sent them over some dinner the other night in. So I'm gonna grab me a nice little half a bowl of fruit and take it home. I was just looking at my parents' pond. My son just spent a lot of time over here. He took all the rocks out, put down new mulch, weeded it, just completely cleaned it up. And I've got to go get them some more koi. They have one lone koi that has survived for years in here. And then there's a big frog right there that always just hangs out in here. But I need to go get them some more koi. It's got to be a lonely life for one little koi by himself in there. So, all right, I'm going to go put her up and hit the road. This is what I ended up getting. They still need a bit more ripening. Some of these I can tell, if you can tell the difference in colors. Like this is a lighter shade, and it's still pretty firm. So you want them very soft. You don't want them so soft that your finger just smushes right into them, because then they're bad. They're too much. But you want it to have some give to it, like that. That has some give to it, and it's a little darker shade. So these guys are getting really close to being ready. But I'm going to take them home and just stop where I'm at for now. I'm not going to pick any more because they just need to ripen a little bit more. Wow, looks like we have got a major fire going on not too far from the house. I'm not quite sure what that is. So these were my old countertops. I really liked this print, just because they kind of went with everything. So once the other ones are set up a little bit better, then I'll show you what they look like. But I just liked that this was just kind of a very modeled print, and anything would go with them. So I'm going to ask Chris if any of this can be used or salvaged for anything else, but I kind of doubt it. Well, I just burned my last box for now. It's burning away, and it just started raining, which is probably really good. Chris was listening to the scanner, and they said it is a structure fire, not too far from a daycare. So I saw it before the first cop was on his way. I really thought that it would have been called in already, and I saw the cops on their way as I was pulling out. So he was listening to it on the scanner, and it looks like they have enough fire trucks in there to get it under control. So have the last of this. It's starting to rain, so I'm not too worried about it. Just finished cleaning camp toilets, so I am going to go do another load of laundry. Okay guys, I wanted to point something out. This is some mildew remover I got from Publix. Now, I have had these gaskets out here on the back porch, and I had pretty much given up on them. I was so frustrated. I have put soft scrub, I have used straight bleach, I have used Awesome, I have used magic erasers. They are not perfect by any means, but oh my gosh, the difference that this stuff made. I had bought it for the bathroom because I had noticed there was just a little bit of mildew starting at the top of our shower. And I decided, you know what? Chris had said, oh, the gaskets on the back porch, they look so bad. And I had told him, you know, I pretty much have just given up. I cannot keep them clean or even get them clean. But this stuff right here is so wonderful. So I'm sure it's it's not good for you, but it got the gaskets really clean, and it's cheap. I got it from Publix, and it was under $4. I want to say it might even been under $3. But if you want something that is going to get rid of mildew and get your gaskets really, really clean, buy this stuff. Okay guys, I am working on my front porch. I don't put out too much for St. Patrick's Day. I put out just a little bit. Maybe I can get out here tomorrow when there's some more light. But I did get plants repotted all down here and some along the top, and I added fresh soil and fresh mulch to most of the plants that are out here. And I put up a little bit of decorations, just some throw pillows, put new ribbon and stuff on these. It's just something. Have a little St. Patrick's thing there and a little one for the door. Like I said, eventually I want to weed out a lot of these very sparkly decorations. I have some already set to the side that I'm going to give trouble in and get something else. But I had this right now and I did not have a St. Patrick's Day wreath. So I just went ahead and used it. So, all right, things are doing pretty well. I need to come and cut some celery. It's starting to bend over. They're getting so long. And same with the onions. This is my scrap garden over here that when things start to sprout, I come and shove them in a pot. Peppers and stuff like that. Sorry, it's so shadowy. You know what? I think I have a flash. Hey, look at there. I do have a flash on this one. So you can see just a little bit better. So tomatoes, the peppers, already have peppers growing on them, and then I planted some new herbs down here. Of my sweet potatoes, I have one that is growing slips, which it got knocked off the banister, so it's partially dead, and I'm hoping that it'll come back because I didn't notice it, I guess, for a couple of days that it had been knocked off because we don't use this door every day. We use our back door. So I'm assuming it's been a couple of days. And then my potatoes are just missing in like 2 of my cups. I don't know where. I don't know if a cat came up and drug them off, but they're gone. Or a possum or something. But the potatoes are gone. And the others, I only have, I think only one. Yeah, this one's starting to grow some roots. Nothing. 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 And everything has been out here the same amount of time. This one is growing things. So I'm thinking maybe the other potatoes are duds. I'm just probably going to end up tossing them and replacing them so that I can get some more sweet potato slips. And if the water looks a little brown, it's because of the mulch. The red mulch goes into it and sometimes makes the water a little bit brown. All right, it is getting late and I have gotten rained on many times today, so I'm gonna go scrub 2 tubs while I'm still dirty and then I think I'm gonna get a shower. We'll see how it goes, how much more I can get done tonight. Okay guys, this is the current state of my kitchen. The counters are installed, but there are still final things that have to be done and we're gonna have to move things around. Chris is gonna be working on it tomorrow, installing some trim, sealing it up, touching the paint, reinstalling the dishwasher, just a lot of little things. So I have a sneaky suspicion I will be cooking St. Patrick's Day dinner crock pot on the back porch, which is perfectly fine. This kitchen is going to look really great when we're done. I love these countertops and we got them for free. So new to us, and we had our awesome friend come help us install them. So we know everything is done right. We already have figured out a few things that are going to have to be moved. The height is different now, so my mixer will not fit under the cabinets. So I'm going to have to figure out where I'm going to put a few things that no longer fit under the cabinets. So, but I am leaving it here. It is almost 1 in the morning, I think. So all of this is going to be done tomorrow. So we're leaving it here and heading to bed.
Hey guys, it is Sunday. I think it's after 1 actually. It's a little bit late in the day. Needless to say, I did not make church this morning. I was coughing my head off last night and I ended up taking medicine like at, I don't know, 2:30 in the morning, something like that, to help with my cough, and it zonks me out. It helps with my cough, but I don't wake up for hours, and I think I really, really needed it. Woke up this morning and Chris and I, let me turn this radio. Chris and I were just bums this morning. We have both been working a lot lately, And yesterday was a very busy, very labor intensive day. We started before 8 in the morning, and we sat down to dinner like at 11:30 last night. So it was a long day, and we woke up this morning and just went, no. And we just laid in bed and talked for a couple hours and slowly approached the day. So he is back at home working on the kitchen, I think. His dad called with some plumbing issues with their septic tank, so I don't know if he is working on the kitchen or if he is there. So I'll see when I get home. I had a Walmart order today. My parents are out of town, so I did my Walmart order. I took care of the dogs, and now I am at Dunkin' Donuts because I was gonna make Chris breakfast this morning when we got up, but my kitchen is like not cookable. So he really wanted breakfast, and I'm just gonna like, there's no place open really that has decent breakfast, but I can go to Dunkin' Donuts and get him coffee, donuts, and a Big and Toasty, and I know that will make him very happy. So I'm gonna get that, and then I really should have started my corned beef and cabbage this morning because, you know, it's St. Patrick's Day. So I'm gonna do that when I get home. And then it stopped raining, so I think I'm gonna get, line is moving here. I think I'm gonna get the mowing done, but I'm gonna have to use, what is it called? The bush hog to mow instead of the belly mower, because the belly mower is messed up right now on the tractor, and Chris has not had time to go fix it. So I'm just gonna bush hog the fields and the yard as best I can, and then get the push mower and do that up close to the house. But I'll push mow when it dries, because when it's wet it just doesn't do a great job. And then I'm gonna empty the enclosed trailer so that Chris can get started working on that hopefully next weekend. But that's something that just needs to be done. Work on the porch and maybe start some seedlings, because I seriously doubt I'm gonna get to start putting my kitchen back together today, and it is a mess. The guys forgot, and I never thought about going in and checking. All of my drawers were pulled out and set out, and all the sanding and all the dust and everything has filled every drawer. The dishwasher, because they pulled the shelves out of the dishwasher and there were clean dishes in the dishwasher. Everything is covered in like granite dust stuff. So every dish just about in the kitchen that was in a drawer is going to have to be re-washed. All of my counters washed. I need to go up top above the cabinets, pull all that stuff down, wash all of that stuff. So I am going to just start this week top to bottom in my kitchen. I'm going to start at the top of the kitchen and work my way down and put the kitchen back to order, because Chris has to finish the countertops, seal everything in, touch up the paint, fix a hole, put in some trim, reassemble the dishwasher, do plumbing and electrical, and that is going to take him all day long. So I'm just going to keep working on other things in the house that need to be done and see how much I can knock out today, since I have wasted, I'm not going to say I've wasted it. We enjoyed spending some time together and relaxing this morning, which is what we needed. So not a total waste of time. When you're with somebody, you know, that you love and you just spend some time together, more marriages should do that and you'd be happier. So, all right, I'm gonna hit this and go home.
Well guys, it is 4:30. I have still yet to start on the corned beef, so I have a feeling it will end up going in the pressure cooker for tonight. Chris and I just ended up getting a couple of other things done. We got the big trailer moved over to where we needed it. We ended up moving the coffee table that was in the living room out here. This thing is huge and it's heavy, and I love it in the living room. It actually matches our end tables really well. We did not buy it together, and this was actually the mom of one of my friends I grew up with. She was getting rid of it and asked my mom, hey, do you think Shannon might want this? It's so heavy I can't move it. If they'll come get it, she can have it. And I was like, heck yeah.
I love the stone and like wrought iron look. So we've had it in the living room, but decided, you know what, it would just make the flow of traffic better in the living room and make it easier. Quite a few of our family members, my dad, Chris's mom, it's really hard for them to walk around. So taking this out of the middle of the room, just it gives more walking space. Excuse me, or if someone's using a cane or something, because our living room isn't very big. So we got this, and it took a little while to figure out how we were going to place it out here so it made the best use of space and still kept the other tables. So I just bought my Power Pressure Cooker XL out. I don't want to do this in the Instant Pot just because I've not gotten a chance to really play with the Instant Pot, and I know this one better. So I'm going to go ahead and start it in this, whip up my Watergate, and Chris is moving everything right now. He's getting the log splitter set up over next to all the wood that I unloaded yesterday. You know, y'all really can't see him. I have my big fig tree in the way. So he's doing that now, but he's having to move a whole bunch of tires and stuff that he had stacked up for the general so that he can get to the bush hog. So he's doing all that. I'm getting this going, got more laundry going. He's been working in the kitchen, and most of the groceries are put away and all that. So I'm going to get this going so that I can go get on the tractor. So I just got back from helping Chris finish getting the PTOs and everything hooked up. It's really a two-person job. You just can't do it without getting off and on the tractor. So part of what has been just really slowing us down is every time he needs to help, I'm having to stop and help him, and every time I need help, he's having to just stop what he's doing and help me. And the other thing is I can't find anything in my kitchen, and when I do find it, I have to wash it before I can use it because everything is covered in dust. So I just managed to find the drawer that had, because they took all the drawers out and stacked them in different places and things are piled on top of them. So I just found my potato or my veggie peeler and cutting boards, and I found the knife that was in a sheath and got everything all washed. So now I can start cutting and get everything going in the cooker. So needless to say, today is not exactly going as planned. Chris got the bush hog, gosh, if I can spit it out, hooked up, and a blade was bent really bad, I guess, from the last time they used it. And it was just digging into the yard. So he was going to do a little bit up close while I was finishing up here. And it was just digging into the yard. And then my brain is just not working. I threw the corned beef in, and then I dumped all of these veggies in, not thinking I need to cook the corned beef first in the pressure cooker and then add the vegetables and cook it a little longer. My brain is just not here with me right now, so I had to dig everything out, and a bunch of the seasonings on the vegetables, and I need seasoning in here. So I had to go on a search in the kitchen for the seasonings that need to go in here for it to be corned beef, which I can't find anything in my kitchen. So this is taking a long time. I'm thinking we should have gone out for St. Patrick's Day dinner, but I think I have it now. I'm getting ready to put the lid on it and set it for 50 minutes, and then I'll go back and I'll throw the veggies in and set it for another 15, and we should have dinner. Well guys, it is a little after 8. Macy is in her happy place. She has her Frisbee, which she's absolutely destroyed. But I am working on cleaning out my car right now. I got all of the fields mowed. Chris edged, and then I went back and I got everything mowed. And so now I'm not going to wash the car. It needs it. It got rained on though, so it kind of like knocked off a layer. But I am going to go ahead and vacuum it out, wipe it out, and then put everything back in it that belongs that I had to empty out whenever my parents used it. So I'm going to go ahead and get this done. I just grabbed Chris's great big shop vac, and I also want to put my seat cover back in on the back seat so that when I take the dogs places, all the dog hair stays on that. When I'm ready to clean, I can just take it out, shake it out, and have to do very little cleanup, because I love taking the dogs places with me, but I don't like dog hair all over the seat and then having someone ride with me and be covered in dog hair. So I'm going to knock this out. It should take me less than 15 minutes, and by then dinner will be ready.
All right, once again, everything is vacuumed, neatly tucked in the car. Can wrap it up and go feed Chris dinner. But before I do that, I need to go close up the chickens. So we're gonna walk out there, collect the eggs, close everybody up for the night so they do not get eaten by a possum. All right, let's go, Mugs. Let's go home. Well, guys, it's not fancy, but this is what we're having for our St. Patrick's Day dinner. I just made Chris's plate. The corned beef, oh my gosh, it is literally falling apart. I mean, you could just pull this apart with a spoon. It is so tender. And I have all of the veggies in there still. And my mom made this Irish soda bread, and it is so good. She made a bunch of loaves of it, dropped one to us, took some around to some other friends, and then the Watergate salad. I didn't put food coloring or anything in it. In the past, for the kids and stuff, I've made it like Kelly green, but I didn't think we needed that tonight. So I'm going to take this into Chris and then make a plate for myself. Jaden has to be to work like at 4 a.m. or he has to leave at 4 a.m. So he already grabbed dinner earlier so that he could go to bed since he had to get up to work so early in the morning. So it's just Chris and I tonight. Well, guys, I am going to wrap the video here. The kitchen is still a mess. And the reason why the kitchen is still a mess is the more Chris and I talked about it, since the kitchen is all torn apart, there are some renovations that we really want to do in here. He's going to do some electric, some plumbing. This was messed up years ago when we were doing the living room and I've just had something in front of it. He's going to fix that. We're going to rip down some of the trim molding. He is going to fix this and take my Lazy Susan out because I hate it. We're just going to attack some things in here. We're going to do some tile work. Since it's already messed up, we are just going to do the things that really need to be done. We were talking about doing a kitchen remodel in about 5 years, but honestly, I'm fine with the kitchen the way it is if we could just do a few tweaks. So we're going to just do those tweaks. And for now, we're just going to have to deal with the kitchen the way it is because it's going to take probably a couple of weeks to get everything done. We're going to repaint. We like this color of paint, but we want to continue it throughout. I do not like how this looks now that we've moved this cabinet over here. The color, we just don't like it, but we really like the brown. So we're going to be doing that. He's got to finish doing this. So I'll show a new video once we get the kitchen done and progress. Most people will probably walk in and not see a huge change that are in our house all the time other than going, oh, hey, did you get new countertops and paint? But we are going to be seeing a huge, huge difference just in the operation of the kitchen. And because of all the work that's being done, I'm going to purge the kitchen as I clean and put stuff because I'm literally going to have to empty every cabinet, every drawer, all of the silverware, everything just got covered in a layer of dust. Everything is just from all the sanding and the stuff they were doing in here. So this will be a good opportunity for me to go through all of my cabinets, all of my drawers, really purge and start fresh with my cabinets clean and organized, especially once I move stuff around. So I'm going to leave it here. And we had a good weekend. We got a lot of stuff done. We have a plan that we know we're going to do. I'll be able to move a bunch of this stuff so that it's not out in the open all the time. So I'm pretty excited about that. And we're just going to have to deal with the mess that's in here for now. But we'll get it together and have the house all back together in 2 weeks when company shows up. up. So we have a goal, we have a plan, we know what has to be done. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'll show you what the living room looks like. It's clean. So I had decorated for St. Patrick's Day. This is our fireplace. Probably a little bit too much green for Chris. He likes things very simple, but I love green. Green's one of my favorite colors. And so I just took the opportunity to put some green out. This is all really inexpensive, reusing a lot of stuff I have, and just put out some green. Have a couple of pillow covers, and I just printed out a couple of sayings and put them in inexpensive frames as decorations, reusing flowers and stuff that I already had, and then a few things that I had picked up when Chris and I went to Hobby Lobby. So that is it. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed a weekend in my life and what we end up doing. And keep an eye out for that kitchen video when it gets all done. All right, guys, have a great weekend.